us on YouTube. Yeah, I see it.
All right. People womb Matsume.
Ooh, Ithati is
Wadum.
here. It's right here. All right.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Ooh, we're gonna listen to Mystical Waterfall.
Coming live from 1950 South Shepherd.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, oh yeah, we were still listening to some jam.
Yeah, we had "Hate Being Sober" by Chief Keef in the background. So,
yeah. What a great way to start.
what a great start. I
Well,
mean, we've been here the whole time. The whole time.
Don't take no days off.
Yeah. Yeah, we forgot on YouTube. It shows that we're
When-
about to go.
Does it really?
Yeah, it has like a little.
Can they
bubble.
hear us?
No.
Oh.
It just shows like, hey, they're gonna go live soon.
Fixing to go live.
Yeah.
So it's been on for like 30 minutes, I bet. I
Yeah.
was over there pre-gaming with my flute.
His whole ritual. He has to do 3 hours of
yeah. Of nonsense.
yeah.
Flute
Yeah.
nonsense.
Snake charming.
I'm going for a Grammy. I told
know,
you.
I know.
I'm going for a Grammy
Our
one of
day's
these
all
days.
off. Our day's all off.
Yeah, everybody else went out to the employee bash, which is cool, you know. I mean, you know, if you need it.
Yeah, but every day is an employee bash here.
Yeah,
Because we're bashing each other.
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like a new era for me. Today's my first day wearing gel for my helmet. You know, so I'm in the hair slick back. Yeah, look like I'm here to collect some money.
He is. Yeah, he's like, you better give me collateral. So I gave him Freddy's frozen custard.
It's a new era. Pretty soon it'll be the muffs. Yeah, I'm going long. So well, you had some
Oh, I left him.
he had this whole thing
Yeah, look.
and he leaves them.
I know. I got to pick up. Well, All Nations Recovery got to pick up the El Reno Proclamation. Wait, there it is today for Indigenous Peoples Recovery Day, and this one we got like 4 months ago, but we still have it. It's Oklahoma City, and so now, they're in frames.
They'll be part of our background.
Yeah, so whenever we hit the fall season, you'll probably see some glare. You have some cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's if All Nations Recovery decides to donate it. But, you know, you never know.
Never know what's going on with
Yeah, you
them
never know
guys.
what kind of fighting they're doing.
Well, it is raining. You think it's still currently I don't hear it.
I don't hear it right now.
But
It was earlier. And
yeah,
it
came
sounded
through.
hard.
Hopefully we were supposed to sweat tonight. So I don't know. You know, I think if it just passes through, there still might be a chance that we'll be able to sweat tonight. Because I need it. You know, that's part of my recovery. You know, I need that weekly trauma dump.
Yep.
You know, go drop off some baggage with the creator, you know, with them numptions, with them old men, you know, but yeah, so hopefully that still happens.
Worst case, you can just trauma dump to Tatum. And then
Get her back.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, since we heard you crying the whole time, it's your turn to hear us.
Yeah.
And then they put mushrooms on my burger, and I wasn't in the mood.
Were
for
those mushrooms?
Yeah, they had mushrooms and onions. And,
Oh my god!
And roast.
I had
beef.
no idea.
Oh yeah, or I don't even know.
I thought that was a piece of meat that I was eating.
Well, there was a piece of meat, but there was also mushrooms.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, so it was prime rib on top of a burger.
I was thinking, why is that onion so
Stretchy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was probably the meat.
Wow. Yeah, I don't eat. Well,
Oh, I guess I
Wasn't
should
bad.
share this to the page. I just realized that.
do we
I'm
have?
slacking.
Oh yeah. That's right.
I am
Do we
slacking.
have any good comment? Any good? They got to
Yeah,
be good.
None. Well, it was Stacy waiting since 1:14. So
Wow, and I was over there just BSing with my flute,
yeah.
completely
I know. I
BSing.
get a message and she's like, "Are you guys starting?" And then I just had to record what you were doing. She's over here playing your heart out.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm glad you got to see what goes on
Yep, in our messy office.
around here. How do you share it?
So I share it from. Why is this doing this? I share it from YouTube. You can there's a button on the bottom, or you can just go to the tour page because I share it on the tour page. What is happening? Oh, right there. There you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm in the business
We're over here
now.
learning.
Post. All right. Sharing to my page, but yeah. Always a fun and interesting time. Yeah, I didn't know that when you get on here on just YouTube, because we can't share to our Facebook page at the moment. Um, I guess it pops up on our subscribers saying we're about to go live, and we were just sitting here like just
In the zone, just doing whatever.
yeah. I hear his keyboard going, so I'm thinking like, we're not gonna do this for a while. So I pick up my flute, and then I just hear him like crack, and it's like the fifth time he's just
fifth solo.
The first time when we was at Freddy's, and he goes and sits down, and I'm looking at these other people thinking it's him, and I hear his voice like, "Oh, there you are." And he in the chat he put, "We play hide and seek," but sometimes he doesn't know about it. Yeah, so normal everyday things here.
Yep.
So yeah, the powwow is this weekend.
The porta potties are there.
The porta
today, if
potties
you wanna
are there. That
pregame.
locks it in.
I know. Might as well go use them. We got to get our money's worth.
Yeah.
So if you need
Hopefully,
to go to the bathroom, go to
yeah.
the porta potties at the Concho Powwow grounds from now until Sunday.
So hopefully, we're going to be into some good weather. Hopefully, this just cools everything down
And not get all humid.
and not get all muggy.
Yep. And so it'll be a good time.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But I mean, either way, this powwow's going down. If we have some weather, we will move it inside. Just right around the corner at the Respect Gym, which is literally not even a quarter mile.
I don't know.
Not even that.
Yeah.
Like a hop, skip, and a jump from the powwow grounds in Concho. And then I seen where the bro Chad Riley is on his way from Killicali.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
All over coming in. Just to shake a gourd.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And then I just seen where, well, I haven't really been paying attention, but at the All Addictions conference this year, they're having a mini powwow.
So now you got to travel with your gourd stuff?
No, I'm gonna just I'm gonna pack it.
No, just walk on with your carry-on, a cedar box.
Yeah.
Real tradition.
No, I think I'm gonna pack a gourd, my blanket, set. I could probably take most of that stuff on my carry-on, because I'm not sure about putting. Like, how do you think they just scan your check bag?
Sometimes they'll open it and then they'll go through it, and so that's why I think Bobby, when she flies, she puts her stuff in her carry-on.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what I do.
Yeah,
because I got my cousin's peyote fan is probably what I'll take instead of the big eagle.
I'll take the big one.
Nah,
Walk on it.
Walking around.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that. Show out.
I'm trying to see.
Get a crowd.
Oh. Stacy says I can't hop, skip, or jump. If we move, I'm gonna need a lift.
Crawl,
Yep. Roll.
drag your
Roll.
legs, roll. But yeah, so yeah, it'll be right around the corner. You know, it's not too far. Your family's gonna camp?
They usually do, yeah.
Yeah, usually
And
get.
so
That's pretty cool.
I think they're playing it by ear on the weather tomorrow to see if they're camping. Because they usually set up on Friday, and then
That'd be cool, you know, if we had some people, you know, might actually feel like a real powwow.
I know.
Smell some firewood burning.
Hear some uncles arguing.
Yeah, early in the morning.
Yep, have that. Have a couple arguing. It's all we
During
need.
the powwow. Yeah.
Yes, you'll have it in the beginning. They argue,
Yeah.
and then at the end they're still back together in the thing. That's how you know it was a good one.
Yeah. That's how you know it was for real.
Mm,
Good old Indian love.
Yep. Yeah. Stacy says, "Drag my knuckles like Tatum."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yep.
Hey, she been in her feels.
Oh,
an
Debbie
awful
Downer this
lot.
week.
A whole lot she's been in her feels. And we don't get it. It just kind of seemed like some things outside of work, ever since some things started happening, I don't know. Like, it's hard not to notice that there might be some codependent tendencies. I'm just gonna put it out there.
So you know we're the worst ones to
notice these things.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I meet him, I'm gonna say, "So you're the guy causing all this misery in my life."
Yeah. Make this rain cloud come in this
like,
office.
you're the one who
Glad she doesn't watch these.
yeah. Somebody gonna tag her in the comments.
Can't tag her on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Hell
Good.
yeah. I don't think she
So we said-
describes to us. Describes.
Yeah, prescribes. She doesn't prescribe us.
So yeah, good time. But yeah, that's basically what was been happening all morning. Glad Stacy, you know, shout out to Stacy, kind of got us on the
True
ball.
fan, a true cult member, if you will.
Yeah. What the hell's going on? I need my meditation. It's afternoon.
Yeah, because you're gonna make me drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here we are.
Yeah, here I am
Not
just
helping.
blowing on my flute, just messing
See
around.
how loud you could go.
I was getting into
Yeah,
it.
I know. It was good. He was in the zone, eyes closed and all.
Yeah. Yes. I'm doing a live right now. No, thank you.
You don't want Dole Whip?
Well, I don't want it right because it'll be all melted by the time she gets here.
Maybe a drink.
Nah.
Mm.
Miss Natalie Harjo. Another Harjo. Today, the reading is with the Harjo.
Oh, it's like we talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one thing I've noticed about like all the Harjos in Oklahoma is that there are a lot of you all. You know, and they're like not even like related.
Yeah, it's just a
That's the
generic
crazy
name.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a generic
Yep.
name.
It's just like, yep, we'll just pick one.
So yeah, I probably know like at least 15 different Harjos, and I don't think any of them are related.
And they're all in different shades too. We
Yeah,
got some
different
pigments all the
Yeah.
way down.
all the way down.
Full color spectrum too.
But
Yeah.
they're all good
Yep.
people though.
Yep.
All good people.
I know. I remember whenever we're trying to figure out, we're like, is that Jimmy or Jeremy? Are they the same person? Is that a nickname? They're like, no.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Two different
I'm
people.
Like, oh my god, there's so many.
And then you tell that to Natalie, and she's like, hold on. What Jeremy? I know like 8 different
Yeah.
Jeremy Harjos.
Yeah,
Like,
light or
what?
dark. Yeah.
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 So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about the festivities this weekend.
Mhm, mhm.
you know, like, and it's our first annual, so it's kind of like still winging it in a
Oh,
way.
100%. I mean, I am terrified. Like, I feel like I don't know. I'm terrified that the sound system's not gonna work. That's the only thing I'm really like scared about. I'm like, well, they're gonna have to sing super loud, or we get a megaphone.
See Isaac out there.
Yeah, yelling. There's
You
an
know,
honoring. Yeah, just screaming. That's like the only thing that I'm really like nervous about though, because
I think
we
it'll
have
all work
all
out.
this stuff, but we haven't tried it on that big of a scale.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
big of yeah.
Yeah, because like
We're jamming the speaker in here all day long.
yeah, I know.
Out
Yeah.
in the big conference room, I
Mhm.
guess you could say. And you know that, but I mean, even then they work. They're pretty
They're pretty good.
legit.
I mean, not bad for $160 for a speaker. But yeah, so we're gonna hook up a bunch of mics, wireless mics, all that stuff. So hopefully it works out.
We're going wireless.
We have four.
Oh, we have to for like to do specials.
Yeah, so we have 4 wireless and we have 2 long wired cords, and so we'll make it work. I mean, it'll work eventually somehow. That or they just sing loud.
And we'll have 2 days to do. Like, how are we? And this is just me brainstorming. So the specials are going to be just during the Gore Dance session.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it'll be basically 6 and 7, or no, 2 will be combining.
yeah, 2 are combining.
So that's really what, about 10,
I can't even remember.
9.
You're gonna make me get this flyer. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I have the power of technology.
Really, only about
Hold on.
9 specials, 8 or 9 specials, because 2 are going to be combining.
I think it's 10 because we have 2 flags. So those the
flags.
flags will usually close out
2 flags.
MC, head singer, head man, head lady, head gourd, AD, and then AD co-host combined. Color guard. How many is that?
11.
Oh, it's close.
Oh, I forgot about the color guard.
Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, it should be doable. And then, and then our specials will be 6 and 6, allegedly.
And then we still got to do our princess coronation.
Yep, our princess coronation will
Junior
be
princess.
Saturday before grand entry. And then we're just going to throw a crown on her and tell her, do something. I don't know. Make people cry with good words.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome to being a Tour Junior Princess.
Not tour, res cover.
I mean, res cover.
Yeah,
I
tour sucks.
keep forgetting.
Yep.
Gang, gang.
Yep.
Yeah, res covery Junior Princess.
For 2
Pretty
years.
exciting.
2 years
Pretty
locked
exciting.
in with us, which is a long time to be locked in with us.
Should be like Carly and having a birthday and
yeah, being
making
paranoid.
sure-
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's like everywhere we go, they say it's my birthday, so they get free desserts. But I mean, you guys have to do it in Portland.
Yeah.
I mean, it's naturally, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But that, and then if you can get it on the flight, that would be.
Ooh, that would be even better.
Mhm. Yep.
I can't wait to see her face. Wait, is Carly going to Portland?
Now that she's working.
Welcome to the group, Esme. Is she gonna be on the same flight as us?
I think so. They're trying.
That's cool. Be her and her mother.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yup.
The introduction.
Yeah.
That's a good place to be introduced, though.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of good stuff there. And then after that, because then we'll have Indigenous Peoples Day, October 13th. And that's where Carly made the news last year.
Yep.
And then our sticker made the news, so that's pretty cool. And then yeah, a bunch of other stuff that just happens that falls in our lap, and
we just run with it.
Yeah, it works out great.
We just run with it. So that's pretty cool. So most of the contests are going to be
teens, juniors, tiny tots are Saturday, and then Sunday is adults in golden age.
And drum contest.
And then Mingo's Cradleboard special. So technically there'll be a lot more Saturday because it's 2 age groups.
Yeah.
or 3 technically. But yeah, and so I don't know. We'll figure out how it goes.
What time we gonna do grand entry Sunday?
I mean, allegedly it's going to be like 7, but we'll see.
Could be earlier,
Just
just
what the paper
because-
says.
Yeah.
But
We'll figure it out.
yeah,
We'll
We'll be
definitely
there.
figure it out. Yeah, I might be there.
I'll pencil you guys in.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just to have the experience, and I'm like very limited on the things I can do, so I feel no pressure at all.
Yeah, I was just gonna pick up trash. That's what I wanted to do.
I imagine Nat is gonna sit me down and be like, "Stay
Shake
here,
hands.
yeah,
Shake hands
stay here,
and do something.
yeah." So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Well, proclamation, September 20th,
In Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma
and
City
Reno.
and El Reno. But like the ideal behind this is, like, why can't we get more towns involved? Lawton, Tulsa,
Mhm. Dover.
Dover.
We wouldn't do that. But
Raiden. I mean,
yeah, Jones. All these
yeah.
places.
Get all these other, and then maybe, I don't know, just maybe
Yeah.
we'll get some.
Get momentum, get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so hopefully, I think what would be cool is like maybe next year, like 2 months in advance, we do like a call or like a post to like, hey, if you're in your community and you need
Yeah.
help doing a proclamation, let us know. Because I
Yeah.
know, I think it was Byron. Byron reached out to figure out how he can get a proclamation in his area. And
And he's
so-
from Ada, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think he's already working on it. And so it'll be cool to see.
That's pretty cool. And that, it could become a thing, that all nations kicked off, but not that we're looking to just take the credit for that. But I mean, like just bring more awareness to, the environment we're trying to create for our people.
Yeah, and then bring more support because I feel like a lot of people they're still they're in recovery, but they're quiet about it. That's one
Yeah.
of those things that we see. But then we've seen a lot more people be more open. To
Recover
where-
out loud.
Yeah, to where it's now empowering a movement, and so we want to just continue that, keep going and going.
Definitely. So I feel like that's, very humble beginnings, but I hope to see this thing grow
Mhm.
and more people just kind of plant that seed.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Indigenous Peoples Recovery Day here in Oklahoma, September 20th. That'd be pretty cool, pretty awesome to watch this thing grow.
Mhm.
But that's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
Kind of what we do,
Take a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then,
And wing it.
yep, it works out sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just ends up with people crying.
Yeah. Or we're like, maybe we should try this next
Yeah,
time.
we'll do it different.
But I mean, how did you say it? You miss 100% of the shots
You don't make.
take.
We're both right. I mean,
Either way, it'd be awesome to see this thing grow. But well, what else we got?
not much. This week's like super slow.
Super slow, but at the same time,
Yeah, it's ramping up.
it's not enough time.
Yeah, and so it's just it's just a weird week.
Definitely a weird week. But hey, I'm just glad, I'm just glad to be in the position we're in, really. I'm just very thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think that within itself, carries a lot of weight.
Mhm.
But do you want to just go ahead and you got your bookmark?
Nope.
I knew you didn't.
Nope. I leave it here. I don't even know what day it is. The 18th.
It is the 18th. All day long. Do we have any more comments before we go on?
No. All right. It says, I walk in and out of many worlds,
Mm.
Joy, Harjo, Creek, and Cherokee.
Mm.
In my mind are many dwellings. Each of the dwellings we create ourselves: the house of anger, the house of despair, the house of self pity, the house of indifference, the house of negative, the house of positive, the house of hope, the house of joy, the house of peace, the house of enthusiasm, the house of cooperation, the house of giving. Each of these houses we visit every day. We can stay in any house for as long as we want. We can leave these mental houses anytime we wish. We create the dwelling, we stay in the dwelling. We leave the dwelling whenever we wish. We can create new rooms, new houses whenever we enter these dwellings. These become our world until we leave it for another. What world will we live in today? Creator, no one can determine which dwelling I choose to enter. No one has the power to do so. Only me. Let me choose wisely today.
I like that. I like that. Thank you, Mr. Chebeda, for reading that. You know, when I read that this morning, I read that like real early this morning, and just kind of thought, like, man, I guess I've never really thought about. I mean, you know, like this isn't our first time reading them. Like we've already been through this book, and I always want to go back and see what I said the year before.
See if you've changed or not.
Yeah, like how far off am I getting, or how am
Progress
I
or
seeing-
regress?
yeah, how am I seeing things today? And I think it would give me a good idea of, like you just said, either show me my growth or show me if I'm still stuck in the same place. But that's one of the things is, part of my recovery is asking for that guidance. Part of my recovery is understanding that I don't, I'm not trying to drive, I took my hands off the wheel and I allowed the creator, Mahio, Ofunga, or, whatever, my higher power. I've allowed him to take me where he needs to take me. And one of the things that I've noticed about my journey is that sometimes I do need to go back to these, I guess you could say negative houses to to realize, where I need to keep growing at. Sometimes I do need to revisit these negative feelings. Sometimes, I need to see how I'm handling things. And I'm like you got to be out of your mind to think that you have this thing beat. Like you know how to control how you're going to feel, how this affects you, like there's just so many. Like that was the first thing that came to mind when it was talking about where am I living today. What house am I in right now? There's so many different aspects to my emotions. I feel like everything's tied to my emotions. Because most of the time you always heard about physically, mentally, and spiritually. But I think that's one thing that Will Bridie kind of introduced me to was the emotional part of how I feel and why it's so important that I pay attention to the way that I'm processing, the way that I'm reacting, the way that I'm trying to carry myself. Like it's became, because who wants to, just sit there and revisit all these negative thoughts, all these bad feelings? But sometimes, these things come out without even having to ask, without needing your permission. Life just happens. And, I don't ever want to be in a position where I haven't thought about, like there's some situations, like when you think about friends and family and, bad things, occurring or, just life happening. And, you always wonder how you're going to react. I've sat there and thought, well, if this happens, I know I'm going to drink again. If that happens, then, like that's it. I'm probably never going to come back from that. But I think with those thoughts come along a prayer. I think the most obvious house that I try to stay in is, my prayer house. My prayer thoughts, my, like it seems like when I have these negative thoughts, I've kind of trained myself to pray about those things, and they may never even happen. Like just random thoughts, and I catch myself in these having these negative just negative thoughts, just fear. Fear just showing up. Man, fear does not, man, it just shows up. Fear is like a hard one for me to gauge. I don't know how sometimes it makes me wonder, like, how did I even make it this far? Like, because fear is such a big part of my addiction that I can see where it sometimes it takes over my, in my recovery if I let it. But I think it's the awareness. I think it's the being present and understanding how where I'm at emotionally. I think that has a lot to do with how I respond or how I carry myself, or maybe what my prayer life looks like. So, there's just so many to me it's like you're you can come across all of these different houses in one day. Negative, positive, fear, faith, hate, love, like there's just so many different because I'm an emotional being. At one time I hated emotion. I tried to avoid caring because once you care a little bit, man, the world just comes tumbling down on you. And then you're carrying that with you everywhere. But I feel like it's not always a bad thing, that the creator keeps bringing you through this negative emotion. Maybe he needs you to find a new way to handle that. Maybe he's going to make you keep feeling those things because at one time I remember thinking, like, why is he tormenting me? Like, why is he, like, why does he keep making me go through this? And I'm looking at it as like, oh man, he hates me. Well, I hate me. If he hates me, I hate me. And I can see how that I just kept feeding that negative beast.
Yeah.
But today, I understand that it's not always gonna be sunshine. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. But nothing grows. Nothing grows without the rain. I would have to say that's how I look at my emotional. That's how I look at my physical, my mental, and especially my spiritual. It's not everything is going to be sunshine and ice cream. You know, everything ain't always. Sometimes he needs you to experience these things to understand a better way. And to me, it's just that simple. Like it's simple math, but the equation is crazy. You know,
Yeah.
the equation of what things had to look like for me to understand how simple these things really can be. But like I'm the one who complicates everything. I'm the one who can't just see things for what they're worth. I gotta put my own little BS on it and try to make it something that it isn't. Or sometimes he needs me to walk in these other houses to understand that that there is a better way. There is a better way, and like I said, nothing grows without the rain. So, Mado, Miss Joy Harjo, Mado,
Wow.
Wado, ke.
Wow. Nat says, I look at my last year notes and now I'm like, do I just stay wrong? And then this reading helped me on my journey today. I'm glad I read it this morning because I could have made this a bad day.
Oh yeah,
And David Deere says, "Good afternoon."
Stone Cold David.
Oh my God, I'm so tired. All right, good night. I'm exhausted. I don't know why I'm so tired. But I think this kind of, it's all about what you want to find out throughout your day or what you want to seek in your day. Because I mean, we talk about, are we going to be fault finding or are we going to find the positive in all of
People
these
pleasing.
things? Yeah. Yeah. How many people are pleased with you if you're a people pleaser? None. But like, it's just all about how we go into life. Like, are we hoping to find something negative? Are we hoping to find something positive? And these houses that you're in can change without you knowing. Like, you can just have an off day, but it's up to you to pack up your stuff and get out and move into having a good day, having a grateful day. I think that's one thing is that if you have gratefulness, be grateful for everything, whether it's good or bad, like
Yeah.
or your perception of bad. Because like you were saying, nothing grows without the rain, but that's true. Like nothing gets stronger without hardship. If same thing with your body, if you don't put it through a workout, it's not going to get stronger. Same with your emotions. If you don't know how to
Your
properly
mind.
process it, it's gonna not get stronger if you do it incorrectly. And so it's all about uh, being grateful, being appreciative of every opportunity given to you. If you're in this house of positivity, that's what you're going to find is that there is always a silver lining. Even though, from the outside looking in, people are going to be like, wow, that guy has nothing going on. And then, like, you can find that one silver lining, and that's the hope that you need
Yeah.
just to get you through the day. I mean, we've seen uh, a lot of people where they're still happy whether they're in like a tough situation, like whenever we go into uh correctional facilities, we still get a lot of laughter out of that. And that's like from people out looking in, they think, oh, it must be miserable in there, it must
Mhm.
not. Yeah, but you can always find positivity in something. I know I did it a lot on deployments, like where people are like, oh my God, this is the worst place ever. We're always about to get attacked. We're always like under threat. We have to wear these vests. Like, and I'm just like, dude, I'm chilling. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Like you,
Eat that MRE.
yeah, yeah, it'd be that. I'd be like, I'll take my vest off because I'm like, it's a little hot. So just put it on the truck and be
In the
fine.
desert.
Yeah. And I'd be like, listen, if I'm going out, I'm going out. I'll be fine. Like, I'm content with my life. I know Creator has me. I know Creator's protecting my family. I know that there's all these blessings that I have in my life. It's just finding out how to appreciate those blessings and how to tell Creator you appreciate those blessings. Because a lot of people in the beginning, I feel like they only pray whenever they're in crisis, right? They don't pray for
When they're good.
they don't.
Foxhole prayers.
Yeah, exactly. That, they're praying because their girlfriend cooked food, but they don't know if they cooked it all the way. So they're like, oh my jeez, please let this pork not be medium rare. Please. But as long as you can appreciate all the little things, you're going to be in that good house of gratefulness and praise, and stuff will work out. It's just a matter of recognizing what house you're in and if you want to still be there. And so you do have control of emotions once you acknowledge your emotions. And I think that's one thing that uh, takes time to realize, like, how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. And then once you realize that, you can figure out how to get yourself out of these slumps that you're in. That's all I got.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Nope. Thanks. I came up with it myself.
You thought of that all by yourself.
Thought of it my own noodle.
Yeah. Hopefully you're thinking with the right
The
noodle.
right one, always.
Do we have any more comments?
No.
Well, that's all I really got.
Yep. That's all I got.
We done been on. How long we been on?
39 minutes and 41 seconds.
It's not too bad. Not too bad considering. But, we appreciate everybody that tunes in with us. Hopefully we'll be back on Facebook soon.
At least a couple weeks.
So, did you hear? So, what did they say why they took down our live?
Drugs, hardcore drugs. It wasn't the live. It was the College Safe Box post, which we post all the time. Like the same blurb of like, hey, we're mailing out College Safe Boxes. If you want yours, come get yours. Got flags. And
You think somebody reported us?
nah, I think it's just robots being robots.
The verbiage?
sometimes. No, because everything else would have been flagged too.
Yeah, everything before that.
And so, I don't know. I just work here, collect a paycheck, not passionate about it.
Yes,
Or
put
anything.
some money on our book.
Yeah, spam, ramen, something. Vienna sausages.
Hygiene.
Hygiene, yes. Deodorant. Razors for Tatum's armpits because she needs
In
them.
her back. But yeah, well, that's all I really got for today.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
Like, share, follow.
Oh,
Tell your
I gotta
mammy
produce.
about us. And we will see you tomorrow. I hope.